Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt your legs heavy as if they were carrying 2 blocks of concrete? Your feet freezing the moment they touch the floor? Or just climbing a few steps makes your heart pound as if signaling that something isn't right? And in your most private moments, you notice your masculine strength, something that once came naturally and confidently, now weakening, fading quickly, or disappearing entirely. Many men think this is just aging. But what I need you to understand is this. It's not because you're getting old, it's a clear sign of declining blood circulation. When arteries narrow and blood becomes thicker, the first area affected isn't the heart or the brain, it's the groin. Major cardiovascular studies show that the blood vessels in the penis are the earliest to be damaged because they are the smallest and most sensitive. That's why erectile dysfunction is an early warning sign, even before heart attacks or strokes. You're not weak. You're receiving an SOS signal from your body. Today, I'm going to share natural oils that science has proven to help reduce inflammation, thin, thick blood, improve cholesterol, gently lower blood pressure, and most importantly, help blood flow more strongly to your legs, heart, and private area. But first, you need to understand why circulation declines after age 50. As the body ages, the dangerous part isn't slowing down, it's the tiny injuries accumulating inside the endothelium of your blood vessels. High blood sugar, bad cholesterol, high blood pressure, chronic stress, all of these scratch the inside surface of your arteries, like the inner wall of a pipe being scraped. Your body tries to patch the damage with plaque, but those patches narrow the vessel over time. When blood can't flow freely, poor blood flow to the legs, cold legs, heaviness, cramps. Slow blood flow to the brain, dizziness when standing up. Reduced blood flow to the heart, shortness of breath when climbing stairs. Reduced blood flow to the groin, weak erections, quick loss of firmness, or total disappearance. The issue isn't testosterone. The issue is blood vessels. Studies in the United States call erectile dysfunction the early warning sign of systemic vascular disease. The good news is, certain natural oils, when used correctly, can help calm inflammation inside the arteries, improve elasticity, thin the blood slightly, and support stronger blood flow. And now, go through each oil scientifically and in the simplest way possible. If this is your first time watching the video, I'm Dr. Emily Carter, a board-certified urologist with over 14 years of experience caring for men's health in the United States. I've worked with thousands of men, over 50 strong, resilient men who sometimes felt betrayed by their own bodies. What I want you to remember is this. Your body is not depleted. It simply needs the right conditions to restore circulation, vitality, and masculine strength. The oils I'm sharing today aren't viral tips. They're based on American Heart Association research, Mediterranean diet clinical trials, studies on plant-based omega-3, sesame oil, and punicic acid, pomegranate seed oil. Before we continue, I want to know a little about you. Comment your age and where you're watching from. For example, 67, Texas, 58, California, 72, Florida, 61, Vietnam. I read almost every comment and I want to see how far our community is spreading around the world. Before we get into the first oil, the one researchers call the natural shield of your arteries, you need to understand 4 essential principles. These are the difference between using oils effectively and using them pointlessly. Principle 1. No oil can clean your arteries overnight. The only thing that can change plaque quickly is the emergency room. In real life, healthy oils only help reduce inflammation, improve cholesterol, and thin the blood over time. The Mediterranean diet has proven this, but it's a long-term investment, not instant magic. Principle 2. Good oils do not replace medication. If you're on statins, blood pressure medication, or blood thinners, do not stop on your own. Oils are assistants, not competitors. Principle 3. Oil quality determines 50% of the benefits. Choose cold-pressed, extra virgin, natural scent oils. Avoid cheap oils, oxidized oils, or oils used for high heat frying. Principle 4. Start with just 1-2 oils. What matters is consistency, not quantity. A small habit done regularly still creates big changes in circulation. And now, let's go into each oil with full science, real stories, and practical usage. Extra virgin olive oil is the most researched oil in medicine and the foundation of the Mediterranean diet, where heart disease rates are significantly lower. For men over 50, this is considered the basic yet most powerful oil to protect arteries and improve circulation. Imagine your blood vessels as a delicate pipeline. When the inside becomes scratched, inflamed, or coated with plaque, blood can no longer flow smoothly as before. The flow becomes slow, heavy, and weak. Signs like cold feet at night, getting tired quickly when climbing stairs, or reduced masculine strength are the silent results of that change. Extra virgin olive oil works directly at the root of the problem: inflammation inside the endothelium of the blood vessels. The polyphenols in the oil act as protective molecules, helping repair tiny injuries along the arterial wall, making the lining smoother and more flexible. When vessels become less inflamed and less stiff, blood begins to flow easily again like water through a freshly cleaned tube. Large studies show that olive oil lowers LDL, the cholesterol that sticks to arteries like rust, and raises HDL, the type that helps sweep bad fat away from the vessel walls. When blood becomes lighter, less sticky, the pressure on the heart decreases, the feet warm up, breathing becomes easier, and especially, circulation to the private area returns more strongly. Many men report that after just a few weeks of using 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil daily, they notice small but clear changes: less numbness and coldness in the feet in the morning, no more heavy drowsiness after meals, less shortness of breath while walking, and one morning, unexpectedly, the familiar signal of masculine strength returned like an old friend coming back after a long silence. The wonderful thing about olive oil is not quick effects, but the gentle and lasting changes it provides every day. It's not magic, but it's the most natural and safest way to help your arteries breathe, soften, and work properly. Just 1 small spoonful a day drizzled on salads, vegetables, or lightly sautéed gives your blood vessels a chance to heal. If I had to choose only one oil for all men over 50, I would choose olive oil. And this is only the beginning. The next oils are even more powerful. Throughout many years working with men over 50, I've noticed one common pattern among many patients. Their blood no longer flows the way it used to. They describe their bodies as once strong and agile, but gradually becoming heavy, easily tired, and slower to react. Their feet are cold in the morning, hands slightly numb, and they feel dizzy when standing up. Even walking a short distance causes breathlessness. And in private moments, once a symbol of masculine strength, everything becomes frighteningly silent. When reviewing their blood tests, the cause was nearly always the same: blood that was too thick and too sticky due to omega-3 deficiency. When blood is thick, it struggles to move through small arteries like trying to push syrup through a straw. This forces the heart to work harder, delivers less oxygen to the brain, makes the feet colder, and prevents the private area from receiving enough blood to create a strong erection. This is why flaxseed oil becomes such an important choice. Flaxseed oil is rich in ALA, the strongest plant-based omega-3, which naturally makes blood thinner. When ALA enters the body, it acts like a subtle lubricant for the circulatory system, helping blood become less thick, less resistant, and easier to flow through areas with inflammation or plaque buildup. Many studies show that flaxseed oil lowers triglycerides, reduces bad LDL cholesterol, and decreases inflammation throughout the body. When inflammation decreases, the endothelial lining, which determines how well the arteries expand, becomes healthier and more flexible. I remember a 63-year-old patient. He said his feet were always freezing at night, and his mornings no longer came with the signal of manhood. I advised him to take 1 tablespoon of flaxseed oil every morning. After just 5 weeks, he returned and said, "I don't feel dizzy when standing up anymore. My feet are warmer, and my mornings seem to be waking up again." What I saw in his eyes wasn't just joy, it was hope. Flaxseed oil does not create instant change. It works quietly, little by little, helping blood flow better, lighter, faster, and when blood flow returns, breathing becomes deeper, the eyes brighter, the limbs warmer, and masculine strength returns as well. Each morning, just 1 tablespoon of flaxseed oil added to oatmeal, smoothies, or taken directly is enough to send your body a message. Let's begin healing. That small consistency can create changes so big that even you will be surprised. Pumpkin seed oil plus sesame oil, condensed version, but still full of clarity and science. After age 50, a man's body begins to change in very quiet ways. It's not that one day he suddenly becomes weaker. It happens little by little. The legs feel slightly heavy after work. The calves tighten when standing up from a chair. The heart beats harder after a short flight of stairs, and especially those nights when he wakes up 2-3 times to urinate, breaking his sleep. He wakes up tired, sluggish, and his masculine strength, something that once came naturally, now feels loose, silent, and quick to disappear. These are not signs of rapid aging, but signals that circulation and the prostate are weakening. This is exactly why pumpkin seed oil becomes a special oil for older men. Beyond its effect on blood vessels, pumpkin seed oil acts directly on the prostate, the organ that determines a man's comfort from age 50 to 80. Its first strength lies in the fact that it contains very high levels of magnesium and zinc. Magnesium helps the arteries relax and widen, lowering the pressure so the heart doesn't have to pump forcefully to move blood. Zinc is the mineral the prostate depends on to function properly. Without enough zinc, the prostate enlarges quickly, causing nighttime urination, urinary hesitation, and lower abdominal discomfort. When these 2 minerals combine inside pumpkin seed oil, they create a double effect. Blood flows more easily, and the prostate becomes less irritated. I once had a 61-year-old patient who worked as a home repairman. He told me that by the end of the day, his legs felt as heavy as if sandbags were tied to them, and his feet were swollen and tight. At night, he woke up 3-4 times to urinate, leaving him exhausted the next morning. I advised him to simply add 1 teaspoon of pumpkin seed oil to his dinner, no complicated changes. 3 weeks later, he returned with a gentle smile. My legs are less swollen at night, and last night I only woke up once to pee. I haven't slept like that in a long time. For a man over 60, a full night's sleep is a priceless gift. When he sleeps deeply, the body recovers, the prostate relaxes, blood vessel pressure drops, and circulation to the groin also improves significantly. Pumpkin seed oil isn't an instant miracle. It works by reducing venous pressure, relaxing the small vessels, and helping blood flow naturally and steadily, like widening a road that had become narrowed over time by stress and aging. When blood flows smoothly, the legs, heart, brain, and masculine strength all improve. Usage is simple. 1-2 teaspoons per day. Drizzled on salads, vegetables, or soup. Do not heat it. No complexity, just consistency. But circulation isn't affected only by the prostate or blood vessel pressure. Another very common issue in older men is nighttime leg cramps, a clear sign that the tiny blood vessels feeding the muscles are underperforming. Over the years, I've heard countless men describe cramps that feel like electric shocks in the calves. Some said their calf clenched so suddenly in the shower that they had to grab the wall to avoid falling. Others said they were jolted awake in the middle of the night by intense pain. Most of them assumed it was calcium deficiency or dehydration, but the truth is different. Cramps are a signal that circulation is blocked in the small blood vessels. This is when sesame oil becomes a reliable companion. Sesame oil contains a group of unique compounds called lignans, most notably sesamin and sesamolin, 2 powerful antioxidants that protect the vessel walls from internal rusting. Oxidative stress is what makes blood vessels stiff, narrow, and easily spasm during movement or temperature changes. When lignans reduce this stress, the vessels soften, expand more easily, and allow blood to reach the muscles more freely. Many studies also show that sesame oil gently lowers blood pressure, increases HDL, good cholesterol, and reduces LDL, bad cholesterol. These improvements help reduce plaque formation and lower the muscle pulling sensation that leads to cramps. Another patient, age 68, told me he feared going to sleep because even turning slightly would trigger a sharp calf cramp. I advised him to replace his regular cooking oil with sesame oil for 2 meals a day. 6 weeks later, he returned with relaxed legs and said, "Doctor, I've slept 4 nights in a row without cramping. My feet are much warmer too." That change may sound small, but for older men, the absence of calf cramps means circulation has begun to restore. Usage is simple. 1, 2 tablespoons of sesame oil daily, lightly stir-fried, mixed into salads, or drizzled over warm dishes. As circulation improves, the legs warm up, sleep deepens, the calves stop clenching unexpectedly, and the body returns to its natural state of harmony. And when blood flows well to the legs, it flows better to the groin because every vessel in the body is interconnected. Pumpkin seed oil helps reduce blood vessel pressure, improves prostate health, and reduces nighttime urination. Sesame oil helps reduce cramps, improves tiny capillaries, and allows blood to flow more smoothly. Together, they are natural, safe tools for men over 50 to restart circulation from the legs to the heart and all the way to masculine strength. In many of my consultations, men over 50 often tell me they feel their heart beating faster after climbing stairs, their face flushing, and their hands and feet getting cold in the late afternoon. These signs are usually not aging, but arteries becoming stiffer, losing elasticity, and gradually narrowing inside. When the arteries can't expand the way they used to, blood has to squeeze through tighter passages, and the body reacts with short breaths, cold feet, and a noticeable decline in masculine strength. This is why pomegranate seed oil becomes a remarkable option. This oil contains punicic acid, a powerful antioxidant that reduces oxidative stress, the very process that makes blood vessels rust. Punicic acid can soften the arterial walls, help them regain flexibility, and support an increase in nitric oxide, the signal that helps arteries relax and allows blood to flow strongly and naturally, like a pipeline freshly cleared. A 70-year-old patient of mine once struggled to breathe when walking fast and had ice-cold hands in the evening. After a month of taking 1 teaspoon of pomegranate seed oil daily, he said he felt warmer, walked easier, and that his circulation finally decided to change. Pomegranate seed oil is not a medicine, but it is a natural tool that helps blood vessels regain the elasticity they've lost over time. Another type of fatigue many men over 55 describe is a feeling of chest heaviness, short breaths, and the sense that the body reacts slowly. This is often silent inflammation inside the vascular system, not simply age. Black seed oil has been widely studied in recent years because it contains thymoquinone, a compound capable of putting out the flame of inflammation inside the arteries. When inflammation decreases, the vessel walls relax, blood becomes less thick, and the arteries can dilate more easily. For those with mild high blood pressure or frequent chest tightness during activity, black seed oil can bring noticeable changes. A 9-year-old patient once told me that every morning he woke with a heavy chest and felt his masculine strength fading. After a few weeks of using half a teaspoon of black seed oil at night, he returned and said, "I can breathe easier. And this morning, I had a signal I haven't seen in a long time." These improvements are often quiet but very real. However, black seed oil is quite strong, so those taking blood thinners, strong blood pressure medication, or with complex medical conditions should consult their doctor. Used correctly, it can be one of the most powerful supports for male circulation after 50. If you're wondering where to begin, here is a simple 7-day plan to kickstart your circulation. Day 1. 2. Switch all your cooking oil to extra virgin olive oil. Use it for light sautéing or drizzling over vegetables. This is your anti-inflammatory foundation. Day 3-4. Add 1 tablespoon of flaxseed oil to your breakfast. Mix it into oatmeal, yogurt, or take it directly. Day 5-6. Add 1 teaspoon of pumpkin seed oil or sesame oil in the evening. These oils help reduce vascular pressure and make your legs feel lighter. Day 7. Listen to your body. Are your feet still cold? Is your breathing easier? Are your mornings more active than before? Just 1 week yet. Many men already feel the first signs of circulation returning. Before we end, here are the 3 questions I get asked most often. 1. Can I just take the oils without changing anything else? Yes, but the results will be slower. If you also reduce fried foods and walk 10-20 minutes a day, the improvements will come much faster. 2. I'm taking blood pressure medication or blood thinners. Can I use these oils? Olive oil, sesame oil, and pumpkin seed oil are generally safe. Flaxseed oil and black seed oil may slightly thin the blood, so ask your doctor if you are on special medications. 3. Can oils replace omega-3 capsules? No. Oils support the vessels, while omega-3 capsules support the heart and brain. Combining the two gives the most complete benefit. Before we close, I want to remind you of the 3 most important points you need to remember from this video. First, signs like cold legs, heavy legs, dizziness, shortness of breath, or weakness in the bedroom are not aging. They are your blood vessels speaking. An early warning that circulation is declining. Second, no oil is a miracle, but all 6 oils today have strong evidence supporting their ability to reduce inflammation, soften blood vessels, and help blood flow more easily. When blood becomes lighter, many things in the body begin to change for the better. And finally, your recovery does not come from big changes, but from small steps. 1 spoonful of oil a day, a simple habit, done consistently, is how you reclaim the true strength of a mature man. If you've listened this far, I want you to know this is not a coincidence. You care about your health, and that is the first step to any transformation. Your body has not given up. It's simply waiting for the right signal, small habits, smart choices, and a bit of patience. Today, I want you to choose 1 oil out of the 6 you just learned. Just 1. And start tonight. If you want me to continue guiding you, leave a comment. Day 1. I'm starting with oil. I read most comments, and I'm happy to walk with you on this journey of recovery. If this video helped you, share it with another man, your brother, your father, or your close friend. And remember to subscribe so you don't miss the guidance that could change your health forever. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and I believe your circulation can become strong again no matter your age.